Hi guys, I hope you're having a great day. My name is Jess, if you don't know, and you probably don't know because this is my first ever YouTube video. I tried to do some vlogs like 2 years ago, totally on that. I have decided that I love reading. I've read 110 books this year and hoping to finish one more before the end of the year, which is in 2 days. In today's video, I am going to be doing a what I got for Christmas haul book edition. Most of these are going to be gifts that I got from other people. Some of them may be, I feel like I'm gonna go somewhere else, go. So today I'm going to be going through all the books that I got for Christmas. Most of these are going to be books that I got from other people. There's a handful of them that are actually books that I got for myself around this holiday time, and I've decided that they are Christmas gifts from me to me in order to make that spending a little bit less hurtful. I didn't spend a whole lot of money on them, but still I have an ungodly amount of books to be read. I think like over 2/3 of my bookshelves are unread. So we'll be tackling that in 2025 in some upcoming videos. But for now, let's get into my holiday book haul. Well, books I received over the holiday haul. First, I'm gonna start with the books that I got myself from Goodwill. I got George Orwell's 1984. This is a classic book, a dystopian society where there is a big brother who is the government that watches every single moment of every single day through cameras in people's houses and in like restaurants and stores. They control the history, they change narratives of history, they change the news, they change every single, it's insane. The next book that I got for myself is definitely a child's book. It is The Wild Robot by Peter Brown, and in this book I don't know anything other than it's a robot that's like launched into the wilderness, and I think it befriends woodland creatures. I haven't seen the movie, but all the adults that I've seen that have talked about the movie after seeing it, they were like, this is such a great movie. Like they cried. So I thought maybe I'll read this first. It should be really fast because it's obviously like middle grade writing. And so I think I could read it really quickly and then watch the movie and, you know, go through an absolute 7 stages of grief with it, I'm sure. So excited about that one. I bought this book on the bargain bin at Books A Million. It's Cult Classic by Sloan Crosley. I don't know a lot about it other than I just like really love this cover. It's really cool. I know that it is a comedy romantic thriller, which is like 3 of my favorite things really rolled into one book. So I'm excited for it. I haven't looked up like what the Goodreads rating is on it because I don't need that negativity in my life. If I read one negative review on Goodreads, it makes me not want to read a book. So I'm trying to get better at that and just like read a book because I'm called to it, or it calls to me. So Cult Classic by Sloan Crosley, excited for this one. The next book that I have, I actually got this as an audiobook ARC on NetGalley, and I accidentally let it archive before I could download it. So I was really upset about it, and I was very happy to find it at Books A Million. I got this like sprayed edges special edition version of Immortal Dark by Tigris, Girma. And it is beautiful. I love this cover. That's why I requested it on NetGalley, was because the cover was so beautiful. And it has sprayed edges and it says no soul can enter without an invitation. And it's very much giving like gothic, dark academia vibes. I think that it has vampires in it from what I remember on the description. I will be reading that expeditiously. The next one that I have is You Like It Darker by Stephen King. This is a collection of short stories by Stephen King. I have been really riding or dying for Mr. King lately. I've never read any of his books until this year. I read Fairy Tale, which was, we're talking chef's kiss. And when I saw this on Black Friday sale for like $15, I had to buy it because a collection of short stories by Mr. King, I could read like one of these or half of one a night and be done with this book in like a snap. Also, it was nominated on the Goodreads award. I'm pretty sure that book was. The next one I have is this beautiful cover version of Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I love this movie, the newer one with Saoirse Ronan and Timothée Chalamet, Florence Pugh, Emma Roberts. I love that movie. Never read the book. It's actually way shorter than what I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be a little longer. This is a literary fiction book about 4 sisters. Love the feeling of girlhood that this movie brought to me. When I watched it, it was like something changed in my mind. Like my synapses like clicked into place like a gear. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Little Women. Let's get into some gifts because those are all books that I bought myself. So the first one that I have here is actually a set of books. It is going to be the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series. I haven't read this since I was like in middle school. I'm 27 years old, so it's been over 15 years since I've read these books, and I'm so excited to read them again because I really don't remember anything about them. They were on sale on Amazon for $17 for the entire like 5-book box set. So I am literally going to speed read through these so quickly because they are also middle-ish grade writing, so I think it will be very easy to read. One of my friends just recently reread the series this year and she loved them. So I'm going to jump straight into these and probably deep into the Riordan universe because I love Greek mythology so much. I've been obsessed with it since I was a kid. There's this one YouTube video that I watch like every quarter of the year basically. It's a 3.5 hour long video of the full Greek mythology lore explained, and I love that. I love Greek mythology. I love the Percy Jackson TV show. And so I'm going to jump headfirst into the deep end with the Riordan universe and Percy Jackson and reliving this. And I really don't remember a lot of it. So it's gonna be like reading it for the first time. On to the next gift that I received. I got 2 books from my friend Caroline, who's my TikTok friend turned over text friend because she lives so far away from me. She sent me 2 books, not really, they're kind of for Christmas, but also partially because I graduated with my master's at the beginning of this month. And it was like a happy holidays and congratulations gift from her. And she got me Legendborn by Tracy Deonn, which is the first book in the Legendborn cycle. And I know that people ride or die for this book, and I know that people like the magic system in it, and people are like foaming at the mouth I think for the 3rd book. So I'm very hyped up for this book. Like I expect to love this because this is exactly the kind of stuff that I ate up so heavily when I was in middle school. So I think Legendborn will be one of my top reads next year, and I'm excited to jump into it. The next book that I got from my friend Caroline is A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I believe that this is another dark academia set thing. I don't really know anything about it other than I've been seeing it a lot of places, and I added it to my Amazon wishlist because I also just like love the cover. It's like very simple. On the back of this it says that it's a brutal coming of age power story steeped in the aesthetics of dark academia. Yes. And also the person on the back said that this author is one of the greatest and most versatile fantasy writers of our time. So that's like very high praise. The next 2 books that I got were my Secret Santa present from my coworker this year. One of my coworkers, Jason, got me, and he ordered straight off my Amazon wishlist. Love him for that. He got me If It Bleeds by Stephen King, which is the 2nd book in the Holly series. First book in the series is The Outsider by Stephen King, which I just read last month. And so The Outsider by Stephen King, and then it's If It Bleeds, and then it's his newest book named Holly, about this woman named Holly. I'm going to read If It Bleeds in the next month because I have Holly, the 3rd book in the series, on hold through my library on Libby, and it's gonna come up soon. So I'm gonna have to read this pretty quickly. The 2nd book that he got me is Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. This is the 2nd book in the Shepherd King's duology. I loved both of these. I've already read this one. I loved One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. I'm very happy to have this physical copy of Two Twisted Crowns because I have One Dark Window, and it is my plan in 2025 to reread this duology because it is just so perfect. It is the most perfect YA romantasy with a really cool magic system that is centered around a deck of cards. The last book that I have to talk about is Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. I got this from another one of my TikTok friends as a congratulations, happy holidays gift, and I love her so much for it. This is a book about a girl who is cursed by a fairy, so she now has half a soul. I don't really know other than that. I think that she is in like the elite society of London. I don't know what time period this is set in, but considering that there's like London season, I would say like Bridgerton-esque is what I'm going to guess. I'm so excited for every single book that I got. I'm so grateful to everyone who gifted me a book. I'm grateful to myself for buying books that were on sale because that means I saved money on them. And also, like, I just love growing my little library that I have. Like I said, I do have so many books on my physical TBR here in this house. Almost embarrassing amount of the books I have not read. However, I cannot find myself to be embarrassed about it. Thank you for joining me today in this video. If you want to see more bookish content from me, this is going to be my channel that I'm going to post it on. I'm going to try to post as consistently as I can. I cannot make any promises on days at this time just because this is all new for me. I hope that you guys like, subscribe, comment below if you have read any of these books or if you're hoping to read any of these books in 2025 or if you just have any anticipated reads. I actually am surprised I don't have a single romance book on here. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Read more books. Bye.